My hair is a mess right now. I need to get a haircut. I was just looking at it. But T-Mobile run through a number of issues with data breaches in the past. I believe there was 2 or 3. Well, there was 3, I believe, in the last year, 2 within the last 6 months. And came from insider. They said an inside actor, meaning it was an inside job. Somebody got hired on, applied to T-Mobile and hired on as an employee of T-Mobile in the corporate office with the intentions of getting inside the computer systems and leaking data, customer personal data. It was an inside job. It was confirmed. Now, this video is not necessarily in regards to that, because that's old news, and if you want to have more detailed information, please go back into our videos and take a look at that info. But today's video is about now there is a glitch in the T-Mobile app, where there was some news stories this morning that in the past few days there's been a number of customers open up their T-Mobile app, and when they open up the app, it's somebody else's account. Yes. So you go in the T-Mobile app, say, let me look at these new phones, let me see, look what my bill looks like, or let me pay my bill, and it's somebody else's account. So you could technically order a new phone on somebody else's account and have it shipped to you. Now, I don't believe, we're on auto pay, so I don't believe you can see any personal information, because when you enter a debit card, it still asks you for the 3-digit code on the back of the card. However, it's still not good, because if a hacker opened up a T-Mobile app, got somebody else, look, you can get somebody's personal information. So that's what I'm saying. It's still not good. I got a delivery. Hang on. Shit. But so it's still to be concerned about. Now, if you had that information, you could potentially order a new device, have it sent to your home, what have you. But it's definitely not good. Now, when we and the other thing with them is that when you upgrade a new phone, they have a new set of plans that I'm sure a ton of people were aware of when upgrading to the new iPhone 15 that just came out. And they implemented this just, I want to say, about a month ago. So right before they knew everybody was going to upgrade to the iPhone 15, right before you're able to upgrade, they changed their plans. So when now they have the Go5G plus Go5G Next, I believe it's called. And just if you want to upgrade, and or not if you want to upgrade, but if you want to take advantage of if you want to take advantage of their upgrade deals, meaning if you have a device, and that's the way to do it. When you want to order a new device, the absolute cheapest way now, excluding Samsung, because I upgraded last 2 years a flagship device for $168. I got a Z Flip 5 for $168. I got a S23 Ultra for $168, maybe $180, with a trade-in. Now, iPhone stuff, if you're going through a carrier, T-Mobile offers up to $800 if you have a trade-in, and you can get a cheap trade-in, right? You can buy a cheap phone on eBay. I just did this last night. You can buy a $40 phone on eBay, purchase that, and use that device to trade in towards and get $800 off towards a new iPhone. Well, in order to take advantage of that trade-in special, you have to have one of these new Go5G Plus, which allows you to upgrade every 2 years, and they allow that maximum trade-in value of an upgrade every 2 years. And the Go5G Next allows you to upgrade every single year, every 12 months, with a trade-in to get you the maximum value. So you basically trade in, like if you get a new iPhone 15 this year on their next, and you upgrade to the next plan, that means you can trade in that iPhone that you get at T-Mobile. You could, every year the new iPhone 15 or the new iPhone comes out, so this time next year when the 16 comes out, you can trade that iPhone 15 you got from T-Mobile, trade that in to T-Mobile for a new iPhone 16, and so on and so on and so on. Now, the problem is that plan is super, super expensive. They raised the prices on that. For us, for a family of 4, we're paying $178 a month for 4 lines, and we have a few devices, but every device we have upgraded to has been on we've taken advantage. You used to be able to just have the basic plan and trade in a device. They used to have those trade-in deals across the board with any plan. Now you have to have the more expensive plan to trade in a device to get basically a free phone, a new free iPhone, what have you, Samsung. We had to upgrade our plan. So our plan was like $178, and it's up to like $3. This is not a minor increase. This is a drastic increase. It went from like $178 to $300. Yes, $178 to $300. A tremendous upgrade. Now, we're not going to keep that. What we're going to do is we're only going to keep 1 line with T-Mobile, and then we have 4 lines. We're going to keep 1 line with T-Mobile that has that iPhone on there, iPhone 15. And 3 lines that we have don't have any devices associated to them. We paid off, one other line did, but we paid that off. So with the 3 lines that are free, we're going to drop those and move to Mint Mobile. So we'll only have 1 line with T-Mobile that's going to have an iPhone 15 on it. Long story short, they are not the Un-carrier anymore. They are right up there with at&t as far as price. They're right up there with Verizon as far as price. Because why we chose T-Mobile maybe 6-7 years ago is because we were with at&t. Our bill was $323 a month with at&t, and it increased, and we said, no, screw that. So we got out of our deal with at&t, went to T-Mobile. It was like $120 a month. Slowly it gets higher and higher and higher. And then with this new plan, these new Go5G plans that they introduced, we're done. And these data breaches they're having, well, I shouldn't say we're done. We're still going to have 1 line with them. So, but it's just too expensive to have multiple lines and upgrading all the time. Actually, Apple, if you're interested in a new iPhone, go through Apple, their website. You can get on their plan upgrade plan where you get a new iPhone. I think it includes the new iPhone. We just looked into it last week. Get a new iPhone. I think it's the Pro, or you have your option. The new iPhone, and then it comes with Apple Care for like $40 a month. And then you're allowed to trade in your device every single year, 12 months to a new iPhone, and that's with Apple Care. And then Samsung, don't go through the carriers. If you want a Galaxy, go through Samsung. They still have phenomenal trade-in deals. Go get you they give you up to like $900, $1,000 off a trade-in, or even if you don't have, they even give you $400, $500, $600. They have a long list of trade-ins. Find you a device on eBay, scroll through eBay, find you a device, buy it for $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, trade it into Samsung for $600, $700, $800 off, and then you're only paying like $100, $200 with that trade-in to get you, like when the S24 comes out. Go through Samsung. I promise you, go through Samsung. Don't use these carriers, and do that every month, and then use Mint Mobile. And Mint Mobile is a official sponsor of our channel. $15 a month. I do have Mint Mobile as well for my work phone. $15 a month, unlimited everything. Talk, text, and I just did they have very fast 5G. I just did a speed test around here in San Antonio, Texas. I got like 300 megabyte download. I mean, I was shocked. Now, that's since T-Mobile's purchased them, and that's probably why T-Mobile is raising the prices. They purchased Sprint 2 years ago. They had to carry on all that spectrum that Sprint had and operating costs. And then they also purchased Mint Mobile for 3 or 4 months ago for $1 billion. And then just last week, they purchased a ginormous amount of spectrum, 5G spectrum, which does help the network. But that gets to why they're raising the prices on customers. They're making, it's just like if you relate it to yourself. If you have a small business or something, you're bringing on all these costs that help your business. But look, when you're that big of a company, you have bottom lines, you have stock, the board members and shareholders are expecting to see a steady increase every year as far as returns. And the more money that's going out, you need more money to come in to supplement that money you're spending. So they purchased Sprint a couple years ago. They purchased Mint Mobile. They're buying up all this spectrum, and they have to supplement that spending. So they cut labor, they cut employees, they fired employees that work for them in the corporate office. They shut down some retail T-Mobile stores to cut costs. And they're raising the prices drastically for T-Mobile customers. So that's why, if you're kind of shocked, and I know there's a lot of, my wife is on Reddit a lot. I don't like Reddit, to be honest with you. I actually hate it, but my wife's on there a lot. She tells me all the time, these people complaining about they're shocked. They went to go upgrade the new iPhone, and they're shocked at how expensive you have to have the newest and greatest plan just to upgrade. And it's super expensive. It's mad expensive. Very, very, very expensive. So it's basically, it's $80 a line, I think, for just one line, $80 a month. Why would you spend, and now, again, why would you spend $80 a month just to upgrade a device when you can go through Mint Mobile for $15 a month? And you go through Apple, we looked at it, $40 a month, when that's with Apple Care, so it comes with like insurance. So you could be spending 40, what's 40 plus 15, so that's 55. You could be spending $55 a month using a Mint Mobile service and getting your iPhone through Apple, which means it's unlocked. When you get a iPhone or Samsung through T-Mobile, it's going to be locked to that carrier, meaning if you put an AT&T SIM in there, it's not going to work. If you put a Cricket SIM in there, it's not going to work. Verizon SIM, not going to work. Spectrum, not going to work. Visible, not going to work. So Google Fi, not going to work. So it just makes more, and you will completely own that device, I think. Same thing with Samsung. Go get you a new S24 when they come out here in a few months. And now this is with a trade-in, but look, do it smart. I have videos on it, explaining it step by step how to do this trade-in process the smart way. Where I think it's titled "How to Get a Z Flip 5." Damn seatbelt. How to get a Z Flip 5 hack, basically for free. No, actually that's through T-Mobile, but I have another video. I got a ton of videos. I have another video. Anyways, long story short, get you a trade-in on eBay. Look up what the trade-in deals are on Samsung. Find you a device that'll get you a ton of money off. And they give it a lot of money. They give you up like $600, $700, $800 off on a $80 phone you can find on eBay. And then you're paying like $168 plus, and that's for a brand new device with the trade-in. And then you're only paying $15 a month for Mint Mobile service. So I think T-Mobile's getting too big where they're shooting themselves in the foot. Now I know they're trying to grow, trying to expand, but it's getting too expensive. They're not the T-Mobile from the past. I know a lot of people my age, around late 30s, early 40s, remember T-Mobile used to be the Mint Mobile back 12 years ago, right? When iPhones were first coming out, that used to be like the hood carrier. Like if you had Mint, you were kind of embarrassed to say you had T-Mobile, right? You're like, oh, you got T-Mobile? Like, where do you live, in the hood, right? That's how it used to be back in the day, when 12 years ago. Like the it carrier was AT&T, was Verizon. That was and check this out. Many of y'all might not know this. iPhone was only available on AT&T. You could not get it at T-Mobile. You could not get it Verizon, Cricket, Mint Mobile, Google Fi, nowhere. if you wanted an iPhone, you had to buy it from Apple's website, or you had to buy it at AT&T. Not many of y'all know that. Maybe you're not old enough. Back in that day, I think that stopped around iPhone 4, maybe 5. Then I think it was iPhone 5. Then it was opened. I want to say Verizon, and then the year after that, it was T-Mobile. But it's just the T-Mobile's not the T-Mobile of old. So it is what it is. But just wanted to make a quick video and put some of my thoughts down on T-Mobile, because it's just been a big roller coaster ride with them lately. But appreciate the time, and I'll get back with y'all on some other stuff. Peace.